Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you the difference between having real Debrid and not having real Debrid. And in another video, I'll teach you how to set it up once you have it. You see, I'll open the NWI Fire Sticks. In the last video, I showed you how to set up everything. Pretty much every step until this process. Now you're able to watch everything, but you'll see the difference. Now, I just installed this build. The way I make my builds is left to right. And when I go down to my submenus, my favorite add-ons to the left, and so on and so forth to not favorite add-on. But they all kind of work. You make your own decision on what works. The bridge section won't work for you. Some of the stuff in Wolfpack will. But the rest of this stuff, some of the stuff in Bullocks is hit or miss. Yeah, so here we go. Say you want to watch a movie. I go down here and I go to my left add-on, like a book, reading from left to right. Open Leviathan. Now everything's going to open a little slow at the beginning. We're just going to go to people watching, but I mean, you can go and search any way you want, by year, by languages, certificates, meaning R, PG, 13, G, whatever. You can go to people watching, most popular. In theaters, you'll get a lot of cameras. People search, you can search by actor, actress, or you can search for the name of the movie. But for the sake of this video, we'll just go to people watching. Now everything loads slow at the beginning because this Fire Stick is just freshly modded. And so things are going to run a little slow. We'll just click Bad Boys for Life since this is the first thing up there. Now don't click it 800 times because the more times you click it, the slower it's going to react because it's going to memorize all your clicks. Sometimes, depending on your internet speed, this might take a minute, but you'll see as I click the second movie and stuff like that, that things will speed up. But don't be button masher over here. Because like I said, if you click it too many times, then, it'll load. Now it'll be like 16%, 5%, 18%, 6%, because it's going to memorize all those clicks. So just be patient on the first one. And you see how many links I'm pulling for it without real Debrid. You can go to a different add-on. You might be able to pull more. This is only one movie, and that's very piss poor amount of things. It probably should show more than what it actually showed in the counter. But then you wait for the links to load. Oh, that's it. I'll click the first one. Instead of hopping back and forth from TV to TV, I'm just going to focus on one, and then I'll switch you over to real Debrid, and you'll see. So it went to the second one, Media Shore, on its own, and it basically said no thanks. So then I'll go to up the stream, and this is a really small amount of links, so it's not usually like this. So G video played. So at least you got one to play. At the end of the day, I mean, you're going to get your stuff to play, but it's a little more messing around. And I only got 720. So now if I go over to here, I have real Debrid on my device. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go to Leviathan. I also have Siren on mine because I'm messing with it to try it out. So mine will look a tiny bit different, but not really. Same thing. People watching. And I mean, you see over here, it's still playing, no buffering, everything's going good. But say I go to Bad Boys for Life. And see how I have paid and free. So you would only have free if you didn't pay for the paid service. And see how I'm pulling a bunch of 1080s. I got a 4K up there. For some reason, mine's pulling a lot more. Either way, it doesn't matter if you pull 700, 720 links or one. As long as one link works, that's all that matters. Right now, as you can see with Real Debrid, how much better links I'm pulling. But once again, still over here, no buffer, but at 720. Over here, I got all these links, and I have to go through this many links until I get to the free links that you'd be using. The 720 ones that were working. I think yours was the G Cloud or something like that did work. But so on my end, I don't have to do any scrolling or anything like that. I mean, if my internet were too slow for 4K, I would just slide down to 1080. But whatever. So I'll just click the first link. And my internet is going a little slow right now because I'm streaming right here and kids are playing 2 different Xboxes online in the other room. My computer's going. Let's see, I just clicked the first 4K link. And I don't have to deal with any of this switching around stuff like that. So that's just one benefit of having Real Debrid. So back out of there. But your movie's still playing here. I mean, just a little more dicking around trying to find out what link works best. If you hit back or back, you can get, let me shrink that back down. If you hit the back button, you can continue to search. If you hit the back button, you continue to watch the movie. If you hit the center button, you can pull up DVD controls. If there was English subtitles on there, you can go over here and disable the subtitles. The Korean subs you cannot get rid of. But for this sake, I'm just going to stop the movie. And the same thing if you went to TV shows, Leviathan. And then you can go by people watching, most popular, search by show, search by actor, actress, what aired today, all the type of stuff like that. Say people watching. And we'll just go to Ozark just for sake of ease. We'll go to season 3. And we'll just pick up episode 5. And while that screen's loading, I'll do the exact same thing on my device over here. So I go to Leviathan. So that's loading your free sources there. And as you see, I'm doing the exact same thing. People watching. And then Ozark. When I go to season 3, episode 5. And you see that you got 2 720 and 61 standard. Season 3, episode 5. So now yours is loading, and I just clicked mine. So mine will start loading, and you'll see paid and free. And then you'll probably see some 1080s. There's really not too much 4K on TV shows. You sometimes pull them. Excuse me. So while that loads, you get the gist. On your end, you click the first one. And then you got to start understanding, okay, if Fembed doesn't work in the US currently, then just don't click Fembed. You usually will skip through the links to find the right one. Maybe Fembed's working. Maybe it's not. Sometimes it does that where it loads it. Oh, there it goes. So it looks like today seems to be a good day. Plus, we're not in high peak hours of streaming on my internet, at least. But you can see how long that takes for that link to maybe work. I know these videos are long, but this is kind of explaining everything since we're all quarantined. I really don't want to have a bunch of people down here getting everybody sick. So, especially having bad heart. So that link basically just wasted all your time. Now I go to the second one. I'm guessing that cartoon HDG video is going to work if this one doesn't, because it worked on the movie. So that's with you getting comfortable with what works and what doesn't work. But this one might work too. Now, Real Debrid's only $18 for 6 months. So you're paying $3 a month. And you can see I could already be halfway done with the episode right now if I just paid my $18 for 6 months. It's not like it's a big thing. It's buying a beer at a bar, or almost like a fucking Gatorade. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you got your show now. And now on my end, my stuff's already loaded. But I have 1080. I'll just click the first link. And you see how many links and all that, I had to wait and all this shit. On mine, I just click it. Now you see the benefits of Real Debrid without having to waste all that time. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, you got your show going, but it just took a long time. So while that goes, let's back out of here, and you get the gist of how that works. You can pick whatever show. It's got every season, every show. Back out of here. Let me stop this. With the Debrid section, if I went into like chain reaction, and I'll do it on my TV while this one loads. And then you go to movies and see it won't work without Debrid up here. But say if I went to movies, and you'll see I'm going to chain reaction on mine, new releases. And on mine, I'm going to go to new releases, so movies, new releases. And then on yours, it's loading still. Mine's loading. Yours is loading right now. And then we'll just pick like I don't know. They usually have like the newer movies that came out. Say Impractical Joker's movie, and I'll scroll to Impractical Joker's movie as well. But your screen will just go into and then say no thanks, pretty much. It'll go to processing and then just kick you out like you never even clicked it. On mine, since I have Debrid, I just click it. And then it plays. Another thing here is say, okay, so that add-on is not going to work for you because it's in the Debrid section. Back out of here. Back out of here. And say like Bullock's another one of my favorites. And see how mine's still playing over here. But we're in Bullock's now. I'm gonna go down to new movie releases. I'm gonna do it on my screen while yours loads. What? New movie releases. See how I'm clicking the same thing. Yours just loaded. So let's say we go down to this like a Hallmark ass movie. You click it. Let's not do that one because it's only standard definition. Let's try to find something cool. Let's watch The Boy 2. Click it. Now you won't be able to use these real Debrid only ones. So you'd have to go in here and find which one works. I think Cloud Video currently works, but it might change within the month or the week or the day. So it looks like that one said no thanks. So I click into it again and try Vidoza. And I want to start cutting this video short because I'm just going to show you one application real quick and show you the difference in having a real Debrid and not. That's music playing in the background or something. And you see how it's thinking about it for so long because you don't have real Debrid on here. I'm going to show you how to set up real Debrid in the next video, and then I'll show you the difference of performance on the exact same devices. So while this one loads and we're waiting, I'll scroll down to Boy 2 so you can see the same movie. It looks like yours might. Oh, that one did load. It just took a long time. So Vidoza did work on yours currently. Now I'm going to click Brahms 2. I'm just going to go to my real Debrid link only. And then I'm already playing as opposed to all that waiting you had to do. All right, so last application here. And there's all kinds of different stuff in here. You can play around, find whatever you want. That's on your own. You can't mess it up. If you have questions, you can always ask me. Excuse me. All these applications right here are pretty much the same. They're clones of each other. Different developer, different whatever. Some guy updates them, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go say I want to watch Westworld. And I go down the season. And I want to watch season 3. There's 4 episodes currently. Say I click season 3, episode 2. I hold down the center button. And it starts loading links. Now on my end, I don't even use Cyberflix, so it's kind of hidden away. So I have to go into my apps, find some. I thought I had Cyberflix on here. Oh yeah, there it is. So I click Cyberflix, and as you see, yours is loading streams, and there's no such thing as 640,000, 480p. I'll go to Westworld. Season 3, episode 2. Hold down my center button and see how yours is pulling streams. The longer you wait, the better they'll pull up. Some of these might come up as adult movies because I don't know, Cyberflix isn't the best. They just blame it on there's just a search engine. But you see on mine, I have some purple 1080s. On yours, you're getting 720 and in these bullshit ones. So I would go to this probably 720 Flixanity and then play it. No, it should play. Wait for that to play. I'm really only going to show you one TV show. Seeing it played, so it's not a bad thing. And I go down to my 1080, play. And mine actually kicked me out. But really, I don't fucking use this application. So this is like the second time I've opened this thing just to show people. Try a different link. Yeah, for some reason it kicks me out. But either way, I think it's with something with my Shield not being updated. As you can see, that I don't want to upgrade it. That Cyberflix keeps messing up. But at the end of the day, you got your movie. And then you can go up into this 3-line button. Let me shrink this down. You can also search for shows. You can go into this little drop down arrow and pick what kind of style show you want to watch. You want to watch crime shows. If you went over the 3 lines, you can go down to movies. And these are all the most popular ones. Go to in here, you can switch it over to thrillers. And same thing, you click on the movie, hold down the center button, it loads the links. You pick which one you hope is going to work the best and just get comfortable with using it. With Real Debrid, everything's going to work better, but especially with the movies in here, because the movies have been pulling up like shit. You usually get a lot of these clips watching ones. Sometimes they work. The longer you wait, the better you're going to pull. But I want to end this video, so I'm just going to click this first one, play it. No, it might play it, might not play it. Let's hope for the best. Sometimes you get the spinny circle forever. Sometimes you say the stream won't play. Sometimes it plays. Sometimes it just takes a long time to spin or load. And as you can see, I don't build this application as well, so I don't know it. You know, like they need to do an update to fix this, or you just need to pay for Real Debrid. That'll fix all your problems with this crap loading like this. But eventually the thing might play. But I want to end this video because it's already, there it goes. So it loaded, just took a little bit longer. I mean, faster than going to the red box buffer. So those are things that are out of my control. And I have pretty fast internet. But if I was using a Real Debrid link and if I was using NWI Fire Sticks, I wouldn't even need this application. And blah, blah, blah. So that's the difference between Real Debrid and not having Real Debrid. Next video will teach you how to set up Real Debrid.